Hey guys, welcome back. This is Snazzy Yawa all-time favorite. Today we are gonna see what if Goku teleport in a world of Pokemon. So let's move on to the video. Everyone was having a good time at Capsule Corporation with all their friends and family. Even Lord Beerus and Whis are there to have fun. Bulma has been working hard on a new invention for nearly a year and has finally completed it. She is celebrating her completion of the new invention, the dimensional portal, and showing it off to everyone. It's a small blue box-like device with some buttons and the Capsule Corporation logo on the side. Check this out, guys. I call it the dimensional portal, and it basically will allow us to go to other planets in different dimensions. In order to turn it on, you just have to push the green button here. To turn it off, push the red button here, and if it starts to beep, then it needs to charge for a month or more, depending on how many people use it at once. Any questions? Bulma explained to everyone. Interesting device you got here, Bulma. Would I be able to go to a planet filled with food? Goku asks with a goofy grin. Goku, all you think about is either food or training, but to answer your question, you might or might not until you try it out. Bulma replied to the easygoing Saiyan. Well, if I were to use it, I would go to a dimension and find a planet with strong warriors and fight them to get myself stronger, so I may one day get stronger than you, Kakarot. Vegeta says with his usual Saiyan pride. Who knows, Vegeta, but that sounds more exciting than a planet full of food. Goku says to the Prince of all Saiyans. I would like to use to find a planet full of beautiful ladies. Master Roshi says with a blush on his face and a nosebleed. Kai and Bulma both slap Master Roshi on his face, making everyone else laugh. Master Roshi, you pervert. That's all you think about. Kai yells at the turtle hermit. Yeah, and I would never let you use any of my inventions ever since you used my watch that shrinks people to try and spy on me and launch in the bathroom when Goku, Krillin, and I were younger. Bulma says with her arms crossed and glares at the old man. Hey! Whatever happened to respecting your elders? Master Roshi shouts at the two women while rubbing his face. Dirty old perverts don't get any respect. Oolong mutters, making Turtle and Pure giggle. Excuse me, Miss Bulma, may I look at this device, please? Lord Beerus and I have traveled to many planets in the 7th universe and are curious about your new invention. Whis asks Bulma politely. Sure thing, Whis, just be careful with it because it's sensitive. Bulma replies to the deity and carefully hands it to him. Thank you, Miss Bulma, and don't worry, I won't break it, and I will make sure Lord Beerus doesn't destroy it by accident. Whis says with a kind smile while glancing at Lord Beerus. I heard that, Whis, you know I can destroy you for saying such things about me. Lord Beerus says with an annoyed tone. Oh, don't mind me, my lord, I was only saying it as a joke. Whis replies to the god of destruction. Never mind, I will let it slide. I'm just curious about this box Vegeta's wife made. It looks so small and yet she says it can take several people to a different dimension. Lord Beerus says while looking at the dimensional portal with a curious look. It does seem impossible for such a small box to do such a thing. Well, here you go, Miss Bulma, thank you for letting us look at it more closely. Whis says kindly and hands Bulma back her invention. You're welcome, Whis. Alright everyone, if you want to use the dimensional portal, then raise your hand and stand by me, if not then go stand by the pool. Bulma tells everyone with excitement. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Goten, Krillin, Piccolo, Lord Beerus, and Whis all raise their hands and stand next to Bulma, while everyone else goes to stand by the pool. Be careful, Goku. And make sure our sons don't get hurt. Piccolo, please make sure Goten stays out of trouble. Kai shouts out to her Saiyan husband in Namekian. Don't worry, Kai. I will be fine and our sons will be safe with me and everyone else. Goku replies to his overprotective wife. Hey 18, take good care of our daughter while I'm gone. Krillin tells his android wife who is holding their infant daughter. I will, Krillin, just make sure you come back to me in one piece. I would like to keep you alive and not have to revive you with the Dragon Balls again. 18 replies to her husband who chuckles nervously. I will be fine, 18. See you when I get back. Krillin says with a blush and waves goodbye. Take care of yourself, Videl, and keep my mom company while we're gone. Gohan tells his wife. I'll miss you, Gohan, and don't worry, Kai, and I will be just fine. Videl replies to her husband. Alrighty then, if I can have your attention please. I will need everyone to hold on to each other's shoulders while the dimensional portal is taking us to a different dimension, and do not let go until we have arrived at our destination. Vegeta, Goku, please hold on to my shoulders. As for Goten and Trunks, you two can sit on your father's shoulders and hold on to them. Everyone else hold to each other's shoulders. Bulma explains to the group. Bulma pushes the on button once everyone has done what she said, and a split second later, they are all sucked into a huge blue portal going towards their new destination and not knowing what to expect. 1 hour later. The group lands on the grass in a different dimension, while Bulma puts her invention into charging mode and into her pocket. Everyone is looking around curious as to where they are. This place looks like Earth but different, how interesting. Bulma says to herself, noting how different the area is. Hey, it looks like we're near a city called Onistar City. Gohan tells everyone as he looks at the sign pointing to the nearby city. Well then, let's go ahead and ask where to find some food cause I'm starving. Goku says with a goofy grin. Hold on a sec, Kakarot, let's go and ask those kids over there where we are first before we go to the city. Vegeta tells the other Saiyan with a hand on his shoulder to stop him from moving. Oh man, okay Vegeta, let's go. Goku says with a sad look. Cheer up Dad, we'll all get something to eat once we figure out where we are and what this new world is. Gohan says to reassure his father. Alright son, that sounds like a plan. Goku replies more happy. What about Lord Beerus and I, Miss Bulma? We seem to stand out in this area, and I have a feeling Lord Beerus would destroy this world if anyone says anything funny about him. Whis asks Bulma, slightly worried. I would need a disguise as well since I'm green, and I don't think the humans of this world will react too kindly to me. Piccolo says in his usual tone, slightly annoyed. Oh dear, that would be a bit of a problem. I know. I can use the dino caps that I brought. They will disguise the three of you to look like humans to the people of this world. The disguises will last a long time, so don't worry about anything. Plus you three can pick a dino cap. Bulma explained to Piccolo, Whis, and the god of destruction, showing them a case of dino caps. Okay, that sounds good to me. Whis says and picks a dino cap. I just hope this world has good food like your world does, otherwise I will have to destroy it. Lord Beerus says with a bored tone and picks a dino cap. This is going to feel so weird, but I have to do this so I don't get stared at. Piccolo says and picks a dino cap. The next moment Piccolo, Whis and Lord Beerus look like normal humans. Piccolo has blonde hair, blue eyes, tan pants, light green shirt, and dark purple shoes. Whis has brown hair, brown eyes, black pants, light blue shirt, and light red shoes. Lord Beerus has black hair, black eyes, dark blue pants, dark purple shirt, and yellow shoes. You three look good as humans. Goten says, looking at the new disguises. It's kinda strange to see the three of you look like humans. Trunks says with his hands behind his head. Well, it will take some getting used to, but at least it's temporary. Piccolo says as he looks at his new disguise. I've also thought of temporary names for you three. Piccolo will be called Peter, Whis will be called Walter, and Lord Beerus will be called Billy. Bulma tells the Namekian and two deities. Alright, I guess that doesn't sound too bad. Piccolo says, secretly liking his temporary name. I like that name, thank you Miss Bulma. Whis says with a smile. HMPH, I don't like having to hide my name, but I will bear with it. Lord Beerus says, annoyed. The group then walks over the kids Vegeta mentioned to ask some questions. Excuse me kids, can you help us out please? We're not from around here and are kind of lost. My friends saw a sign that says we're near a city called Onistar City, but we don't know where that is or which direction to go. Bulma asks this small group of kids nicely. Sure, we're actually heading to Onistar City as well. Maybe we can all go there together to make it easier for you and your group. My name is Ash and this is my partner Pikachu. I'm from the Kanto region, which is very far from here. The boy with a red hat, blue clothes, and black hair says, introducing himself, and a yellow mouse. Hi, my name is Serena, nice to meet you all. The girl with the pink red hat, pink red dress, and short dark blonde hair says, introducing herself. Hiya, my name is Bonnie and this is Diden. A small girl with blonde hair and a yellow and white dress says, introducing herself, and a small brown mouse. Hello, my name is Clemont. This is the Kalos region. Since you're all new here, we can show you around when we all get to Onistar City. It's not far from here, so we should be there soon. So where are you all from? The other boy with blonde hair, glasses, a blue suit, and a backpack says, introducing himself. After a while of explaining and introducing themselves, the Z Warriors and Bulma tell them how they are from a different dimension. Yeah, and that's how we all got here, but if you could keep this to yourselves that would be nice. Gohan tells Ash and his friends. Wow, that is amazing. Science is so cool. Ash says excitedly. Interesting, the best thing I have made is a robot that looks like me. I call him Clembit and he is at my gym in Lumio City. Clemon tells Bulma, who has a look of amazement on her face. Don't worry about it, Gohan, we won't tell anyone you and your group are from a different dimension. Serena tells Gohan, who breathes out a breath of relief. So what are these things? I've never seen anything like them before. Trunks asks Ash and Bonnie about Pikachu and Deden. I like them, Trunks, they're soft. Goten says, giggling while petting the two little creatures. Oh, well, they're known as Pokemon. Pikachu and Deden are electric type Pokemon, but Deden is also part fairy type. Pokemon can have either one or two types and can do many amazing tricks. They have special powers and us humans like to use them in battles or have them as pets. Humans who have Pokemon are known as trainers and can carry up to 6 Pokemon. If the trainer catches more than 6 Pokemon, the newly caught Pokemon will be sent to Professor Oak in the Kanto region. He is the one who looks after and takes care of the trainer's Pokemon, and if the trainer wants to switch out a Pokemon, then he or she can use a machine that switches the Pokemon. Each trainer can start with one of 3 starter Pokemon from his or her region. Each starter is either a fire, water, or grass type. A trainer can catch a Pokemon with these things called Pokeballs, and there are many different kinds of Pokeballs. There are lots of different kinds of Pokemon in this world, some can evolve while others can't, and some can be revived from fossils. Pokemon can evolve in many different ways, like leveling them up, which is the most common way. Some evolve from certain stones like Pikachu, some evolve with friendship in the day or at night, some evolve from trading, and some evolve from certain items while trading or without trading. There are 18 different known types of Pokemon and many different kinds of abilities. Sometimes a Pokemon changes their type when they evolve while others don't. There are common Pokemon, uncommon Pokemon, rare Pokemon, and even legendary Pokemon which humans rarely get to see or even meet. Clemont explains to the 2 young half-Saiyans and the rest of their group. If you want, you can meet our Pokemon. Ash tells Trunks and Goten. Wow, really? Yeah, that would be so awesome, thanks Ash. Both Trunks and Goten say excitedly at the same time. Okay everyone. Come on out and meet our new friends. Ash, Serena, and Clemon say as they let their Pokemon out of their Pokeballs. Alright, you guys say hi. Ash, Serena, and Clemon say to their Pokemon, and they all say hi happily. After a while of playing with their Pokemon and then later are called back by their trainers, Ash and his friends then lead the way to Unistar City, which takes about an hour or 2 to get there from where they were. Goku then immediately asks where he can find some food, which makes his friends smile and giggle. They all head to the Pokemon Center to heal their Pokemon first, then when Nurse Joy comes back with the now healthy Pokemon, they go the cafeteria section of the Pokemon Center and start to eat. Goku with his bodiless stomach eats so much food, making several stacks of plates and bowls like always, much to the shock of Ash, Serena, Bonnie, Clemont, and everyone else in the Pokemon Center, and the amusement of his friends. Piccolo is just standing by the door watching everyone eating since he doesn't eat. Vegeta of course challenged Goku to a food eating contest when they started eating, and surprisingly, it ended in a draw. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks ate about half of what their fathers ate. Bulma, Krillin, Ash, Serena, Bonnie, and Clemont ate normally. And Lord Beerus and Whis were eating everything with excitement, constantly asking on what is the name of each food, causing confused looks from Ash and his friends, but they ignored it. Ah, that was good. I'm stuffed, this place is amazing, Ash. Goku says with a happy look and patting his now full belly. It sure is, Goku. Each town or city has a Pokemon Center, so it's a good thing for it to have a cafeteria for hungry trainers and travelers. Ash tells Goku with an amused look. I feel satisfied that I at least was able to come to a draw with you, Kakarot, but one day I will surpass you. Vegeta tells Goku with a grin of his Saiyan pride. Why did you call him Kakarot? That sounds like carrot. Bonnie asks the Prince of all Saiyans. Well, you see, little one, his true name is Kakarot, which is his Saiyan name, and his Earth name is Goku, since he landed on our world's Earth as a baby in a space pod. He and I are known as Saiyans, which are a proud and powerful race with tails, and can turn into a giant great ape on the full moon, but since our tails were removed, we can't turn into a giant great ape anymore. Unfortunately, our planet, known as Planet Vegeta, was destroyed by a very evil person and killed every Saiyan except for me, Kakarot, and a few others, but they are now dead as well. Our sons are half human and half Saiyan, since our wives are human. Kakarot's wife is back in our world, and my wife is Bulma. Vegeta explained to Bonnie, who is wide-eyed amazement. Wow, that is so cool that you guys are a different species. I'm sorry to hear that it's nearly extinct though. Bonnie tells the Saiyan prince with sympathy. HMPH, it's alright, thank you though. It took me a long time to realize that I have loved ones and friends who care about me, and I'm truly grateful for that. Vegeta replies to the little girl with a small smile. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired, so where are we going to sleep? Bulma asks her friends. Oh shoot, that's right, we don't have a place to stay. Hey Ash, do you know where a hotel is so my friends and I can sleep? Krillin asks Ash with a slightly worried expression. It's okay Krillin, you guys can sleep here in the Pokemon Center, since it also has beds for people who can't afford a hotel. Besides, in our world the money is called Pokédollars. Ash explains Krillin and his friends. Oh okay, thanks Ash, in our world I'm the richest woman on earth, but our money is called Zeni, so I guess that won't help us here. Bulma explains to Ash, who is fascinated. Alright you guys, I'm going to go find a bed and go to sleep, so good night everyone and see you all in the morning. Goku says as he picks up his youngest son who already fell asleep and walks to a room. Good night Goku. Hey Vegeta, would you mind carrying Trunks to our room since he has also fallen asleep, please dear? Bulma asks her husband with puppy eyes. HMPH, alright Bulma, I will. Vegeta replies to his wife and picks up their sleeping son. Thank you hun. Bulma says sweetly, then kisses Vegeta on the lips, and the two head for their room. Everyone says their good nights and heads to bed. Goku, Gohan, Goten and Krillin share a room, Vegeta, Bulma, and Trunks share a room, Piccolo has his own room, Lord Beerus and Whis share a room. Lord Beerus sleeps normally in my story, and Ash, Serena, Bonnie, and Clemon share a room. It was a nice day out with some clouds in the sky, and the sun rays shining through the clouds and onto the ground below. The bird Pokemon were singing, and the two groups of friends have just finished eating breakfast. Hey Clemont, do you know if there is a place where I can do some shopping? I've just finished making a dino cap filled with Pokédollars. Bulma asked the blonde inventor. Oh, that would be Lumia City, which is my home, but that is very far away from here, and would take us several weeks to get there. Clemont replied to Bulma. Well, if it's someplace far then I can get us there in less than a minute with my instant transmission. Goku says happily. Instant what? I'm officially confused. Bonnie says with a confused look on her face. It's called instant transmission, and basically I can teleport to any spot I want to by just focusing on the energy of my target. In this case I can just focus on the energy of the people living in that city. Goku explained to the little girl. Oh okay, that sounds so cool. Bonnie says excitedly, bouncing up and down. It sure is Bonnie, and it comes in handy a lot. Alright everyone, hold on to me, and I will use instant transmission to go to this Lumia City. Goku tells everyone. Once everyone is ready, Goku puts 2 fingers to his forehead and concentrates on the energy of the people in Lumia City. The next moment the group is in the middle of a busy and bright city full of people and Pokemon. Wow! This is awesome. First we were in Onistar City and now we're in Lumia City in less than a minute. I wish we could do that so that we could travel faster and not have to worry about walking. Ash says excitedly, looking around. Instant transmission is a very useful technique to have. This place sure is huge. I can smell all kinds of food and I can't wait to try it out. Goku says with wide eyes and licking his chops. Yep, and it has many shops too, but before we do all the shopping and looking for a place to eat lunch, I think we should have you guys go to Professor Sycamore to get some Pokeballs so you can catch some Pokemon, since in this world, you have to at least have one Pokemon. It's only temporary, and once you guys have to go back to your world you can give the Pokemon you caught to Professor Sycamore. Clemont explained to Goku and his friends. Oh, that sounds interesting. I wonder what kind of Pokemon we will catch. Alright then Clemont, show us the way to Professor Sycamore. Bulma tells Clemont. Everyone then follows Clemont, who leads them to Professor Sycamore's lab. When they enter the building, Goku and his friends, except for Vegeta and Piccolo, are looking everywhere with curiosity. A few moments later, a tall man in a white lab coat, blue shirt, black pants, brown shoes, and black curly hair walks into the main lobby to greet them. Hello everyone and welcome to my lab. I'm Professor Sycamore, and it's an honor to meet you all. Are you guys new trainers? The professor said as he greeted Goku and his friends. Once everyone was introduced to the professor and answered some questions, they all went to his lab to get their new supplies. Alright then, here are the things you will need. You all get one Pokeball each since this will only be temporary, so here are special belts that the Pokeballs go on. To catch a Pokemon you will have to have either Ash, Serena, or Clemont to battle it to weaken it, and then you can throw the Pokeball at it once it's weakened. Oh, and don't throw the Pokeball too hard, alright? Also, if you want to let out your Pokemon, just throw the Pokeball up and they will come out of the Pokeball. To call them back into their Pokeballs, just say their name and say return. Here I will show you how it's done. Professor Sycamore explained and handed Goku and his friends a Pokeball and a belt, then showed them how to let the Pokemon out and how to return them back to their Pokeballs. Thanks, Professor Sycamore, I can't wait to see which one I will catch. Goten said with excitement. I'm going to see if I can get a strong Pokemon, and then we can see who will win, right Goten? Trunks said with a smirk. Yeah. I'm going to find a really good one so I can beat you, Trunks. Goten replied to his best friend. I really don't like this, but if it's this world's law then I guess I have no choice. Piccolo mumbled to himself. Well, I hope to find one that is stronger than Kakarot's Pokemon, so I can at least feel that I'm stronger than that clown. Vegeta says with determination. Alright then, Clemont, since you know the area, do you know if there is a spot where we can find some Pokemon to catch? Gohan asks the blonde inventor. Well, there is this one place that has pretty much every Pokemon you can think of, and it's perfect for anyone to catch Pokemon. It's called the Paradise Forest, and it's near Route 16. Clemont explains, the older half-Saiyan. Okay, thanks Clemont. Alright Dad, it's your cue to use instant transmission. Gohan tells his father. Goku nods, then says goodbye to the professor and uses instant transmission to teleport everyone to Paradise Forest. Once Clemont tells him where to find it, everyone then goes to catch their own Pokemon with the help of Ash, Serena, and Clemont. It takes about several hours due to having to wait patiently for certain Pokemon to appear and to try and keep Lord Beerus, Vegeta, and Piccolo calm enough to catch their Pokemon. Trunks catches a Matina, Goten catches a Arcanine, Gohan catches a Lucario, Bulma catches a Gardevoir, Vegeta catches a Tyrantrum, Piccolo catches a Dragonite, Lord Beerus catches a Mewtwo, and Whis catches a Mienshao. Goku is the only one left to catch a Pokemon and is having trouble finding one until he hears something in the distance and quickly uses instant transmission to get there before anyone could say anything. The moment Goku landed where he wanted to go, he saw a huge white Pokemon with gold braces on its sides and radiating large amounts of power. He had no idea what kind of Pokemon it was, so he decided to catch it, even though he had no one to help him weaken it. Goku then threw the Pokeball he had at the huge Pokemon before it got away, and within moments the Pokemon was caught by the Saiyan. Feeling happy and excited, he used instant transmission to teleport back to the group to show off his newly caught Pokemon to the others. Guys, guess what? I caught a huge Pokemon. Here, check it out. Goku said quickly before anyone could respond and let out his Pokemon. The next moment the huge Pokemon is standing in front of everyone, slightly confused on what just happened. Ta-da! This is my new Pokemon. I don't know what its name is though. Hey Ash, do you know what this Pokemon is called? Goku asked the Pokemon trainer, who had a shocked look on his face. Gee Goku, you just caught Arceus, which is the ultimate legendary Pokemon. It basically created the Pokemon world in the entire Pokemon universe. How did you even catch it? Ash told the goofy Saiyan. Really? Neat. Well, I heard something in the distance and I wanted to go check it out, so I went there and found this Arceus there, and I decided to catch it. I threw my Pokeball and then caught it without having to weaken it. Goku explained to Ash and everyone else. Hello human, I guess you are my new trainer? Well, I hope you are good and treat me well. Arceus spoke to Goku using telepathy. Wow. Awesome. You can talk, Arceus? That's amazing. Don't worry about a thing, I will take good care of you, but it will be temporary, since I will be leaving in about a month or two to go back to my own world. Goku explains to the legendary Pokemon. Oh. How interesting indeed. Well, I will happy as long as you are here, and I hope you enjoy this world for the remainder of your stay. Arceus tells Goku, who smiles happily. Goku and everyone else then tries to bond with their new Pokemon for a while, then decides to go back to Lumia City via Goku's instant transmission, so that Bulma can go shopping, and she has Bonnie and Serena go with her, so that the boys can go to a restaurant and eat lunch. A short time later and the girls come back with some new bags of clothes for Bulma, and everyone starts eating their lunch. Lord Beerus and Whis are loving the food, ordering two of everything, while Goku is stacking piles of bowls. Lord Beerus then picks up a pudding cup and is about to eat it, but is stopped short by hearing three voices pipe up. After they say their annoying motto, Team Rocket appears from the shadows. Well, it looks like the twerps have gotten some new friends. Jessie says with an evil smirk. I wonder if they have any good Pokémon for us to steal. James says, looking at the group. Well, let's just catch all of their Pokémon, the twerps' Pokémon, and Pikachu, and then give them all to the boss. Meowth says as he unsheathes his claws ready to attack. Let's go, Pumpkaboo. Jessie calls out her pumpkin-like Pokémon. Come on out, Inkay. James calls out his squid-like Pokémon. Jessie orders Pumpkaboo to use Dark Pulse and James orders Inkay to use Psybeam, while Meowth uses his Furry Swipes attack. Ash quickly has Pikachu use Thunderbolt to attack Team Rocket's Pokémon, and in the midst of the fight, Lord Beerus's pudding cup unfortunately got knocked over before he could taste it, making the God of Destruction very angry. Vegeta sees this and quickly uses a small energy blast to blast Team Rocket into the distance. Team Rocket's blasting off again. The three cry out as they blast off with a ding sound. Here you are, Lord Beerus, a new pudding cup just for you. Please accept this and forget about those three weirdos. Vegeta says as he bends down on his knees and offers the God of Destruction a new pudding cup. HMPH, alright fine, I accept this, thank you Prince Vegeta. I just hope nothing else happens to make me angry or I will destroy this world. The God of Destruction then takes the pudding cup and takes a bite. Oh my, this is amazingly delicious. I have finally tasted pudding after waiting for so long to try it. Lord Beerus says happily as he happily eats the rest of the pudding. After everyone is done eating lunch, Ash and his friends then take Goku and his friends on a tour around Lumia City, looking at every shop, then going to the Lumia City gym, where Clemon takes them inside and shows them around, explaining everything about Pokémon gym battles, normal battles, badges, and training is. It gets dark by the time they finish the tour, and everyone goes to the Pokémon Center to eat dinner and talk about their exciting day. Once everyone is done eating, they say goodnight to each other and go to bed, wondering what will the next day be like. It has been 2 weeks since Goku and his friends arrived in the Pokémon world, and they were all enjoying themselves so far. Everyone was joking and laughing at how much food Goku can eat, while everyone's Pokémon were out of their Pokeballs and eating their Pokémon food. Cheespin was done eating his food and wanted to take some food from Pancham, but Pikachu saw this and stopped Cheespin from stealing Pancham's food, much to the grass type's disappointment. Once everyone was done eating and returned their Pokémon to their Pokeballs, they walked out of the Pokémon Center and stopped at a video phone booth nearby so that Ash could call Professor Oak and tell him about Goku and his friends. Hello Professor Oak, do you have a moment? I would like to introduce you to my new friends. Ash said into the video phone. Ah, hello Ash my boy. Good to see you again, and hello there Pikachu, it's nice to see you're doing well. So, who are these new friends of yours? Professor Oak replied with a smile. After a few minutes of explaining the situation and introducing Goku and his friends, the professor was shocked and impressed at the same time by the end of the story. I see, well then Goku, would you and your friends please show me the Pokémon you all caught? Professor Oak asked the goofy Saiyan. Sure, just give me a second. Goku said as he let out his legendary Pokémon Arceus. Vegeta and the others did the same thing, and much to the prince's annoyance, several people were looking at the group and their Pokémon, especially Arceus. HMPH, no matter what or where he goes, Kakarot always has to be in the center of attention. I don't get it, I'm an elite, the prince of all Saiyans, and he's a low-class warrior who was raised on Earth, but he somehow always manages to be stronger, and he even has this world's most legendary Pokémon. One day I will surpass you Kakarot, and maybe my temporary Pokémon Tyrantrum can defeat your Arceus in this world. Vegeta thought to himself as he glared at the other Saiyan. Shortly after the group let out their temporary Pokémon to show the professor, said professor immediately fainted when he spotted Arceus. He landed on the floor foaming at the mouth with dizzy symbols in his eyes, much to the confusion of Goku and the amusement of the others, while Ash merely sweat dropped inside. A few minutes later and the professor was awake with Tracy helping him back to the chair he was sitting on. This can't be possible. You actually managed to catch the legendary Pokémon Arceus with a simple Pokeball. I'm looking at it, but my eyes just won't let me believe this. My boy, this is truly a miracle, and I'm very impressed you were able to catch such a legendary Pokémon. Professor Oak exclaimed as he tried to comprehend the situation. Well, I'm just as surprised as you human, but the one called Goku did indeed catch me by surprise, and I successfully caught me. I can tell he has a good heart and I trust him, so I will help him with anything he needs until he has to go back to his world. Arceus spoke to the shocked professor with telepathy, who jumped a little. Ah, I see. Well then, I am glad to hear that you are happy, Arceus, and like Goku is your temporary trainer. Now then, I can see the others have caught very powerful and very healthy looking Pokémon from Paradise Forest. I've even heard that the forest contains many spots the legendary Pokémon love to go to and rest for a while. Professor Oak explained to the group as he sipped some tea. All of a sudden, a green Pokémon and a purple Pokémon showed up and tackled the poor professor, much to his annoyance. Ash and Pikachu's sweat dropped inside while the others laughed and some were confused. The green Pokémon was Ash's Bayleaf, and the purple Pokémon was Ash's Muck, who both wanted to say hi to their trainer. Ah. Professor Oak, are you okay, sir? I know Bayleaf tends to tackle you when she wants to see me, and that Muck loves to show its affection by tackling you. Ash asked the professor, who was trying really hard to get back up, while Muck was still on his head and back. It's quite alright, Ash, I'm used to this sort of thing. Besides, these two really miss you. That reminds me, would you like to have your new friends meet all of your Pokémon here at my lab? It would be much easier with Goku's teleporting technique. Professor Oak asked the young Pokémon trainer. Wow, really? That would be amazing, Professor. I would love to visit all of my Pokémon and see how they're doing. Hey, Goku, would you like to help me out and use your instant transmission to teleport everyone to Professor Oak's lab in Kanto? It's my hometown and it's really far away, but you have said that your instant transmission can teleport to far distances, as long as you can focus on someone's energy. Ash asked the Saiyan as he and the others returned their Pokémon to their Pokeballs. Sure, I can do that. I got the signal by focusing on the professor's energy. Alright everyone, just hold on to me and we can go ahead and go to his lab in Kanto. Goku told everyone as they held on to him. Okay then, we will see you in a few seconds, Professor, bye. Ash said as he hung up the video phone. The next moment they were all teleported to Professor Oak's lab in the Kanto region. Goku managed to teleport everyone in the backyard of the lab, and soon after Ash was tackled by all of his Pokémon, who sensed his arrival, making him laugh. Professor Oak and Tracy came outside to greet them, and Ash's mother was there as well, but she came out from behind a tree to surprise her son. Hey Tracy, hi Mom, I'm back for a short time, and I can see that everyone is doing well. Haha, easy Bayleaf, don't crush me, I know you missed me, and I missed you and everyone else too. Ash said as his Bayleaf was currently pinning him to the ground, licking his face as a greeting. It's good to see you again, Ash, I'm glad to see that you are doing well. So these are your friends, huh? It's a pleasure to meet you all, I'm his mother, Delia Ketchum, or Mrs. Ketchum. Delia said as she greeted the others. I'm Tracy, I used to travel with Ash for a while in the Orange Islands, along with Misty, who is another one of his friends. Misty is a gym leader, and she is an expert of water-type Pokémon. I basically make sketches of Pokémon I see and meet, and now I'm Professor Oak's assistant at his lab. Tracy explained to the others. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we all have a small Pokémon tournament? Ash said excitedly, all pumped up after finally managing to get free from being pinned by Bayleaf. It would be a great opportunity to help Goku and his friends bond with their Pokémon and be more experienced with Pokémon battles in case they are made to battle in the future. First, I think we should do some practice battles and show them how to do Pokémon battles before we do the Pokémon tournament. Clemont said as he adjusted his glasses. Alright, I can agree with that. I will be the judge of the battles and explain the rules so they know what to do. Tracy can be the judge of the practice battles. Professor Oak explained as he guided a group to a battlefield. A tournament? Well, count me in, because in our world tournaments are for people who fight against each other, so this would be quite interesting to have these Pokémon creatures do the battling instead. Gohan explained to Ash and his friends. I would gladly join in this tournament if it means I can have a chance at beating Kakarot at least one time. You hear me, you clown? I will beat you and your legendary Pokémon. Vegeta said as he glared at Goku. Who knows, Vegeta, maybe you will manage to beat me this time. Goku said as he chuckled with his hands behind his head. Once everyone reached the battlefield, they had Goku and his friends stand by to watch as Ash, Clemont, and Serena battled each other first to show them what to do and explained what they should say and do. After a while the group got the idea, which took longer than they thought due to some getting confused. The battles were like this: Goku vs Vegeta, Gohan vs Piccolo, Goten vs Trunks, Whis vs Lord Beerus, Bulma vs Clemont, and Ash vs Arena. The winner would battle the other winner until it goes down to just the last two and declare who the winner is of this small Pokemon tournament. Alright, first up is Goku vs Vegeta. The rules are simple: it will be a one-on-one Pokemon battle, and when either side's Pokemon is unable to continue, the battle will end. There will be no time limit. Now let's get this battle started, Professor Oak said as he explained the rules. Let's go, Arceus, Goku said as he let out his Pokemon. Arceus came out from its Pokeball and landed on the ground with a huge thud, making a small tremor. Come forth, Tyrantrum, Vegeta said as he let out his Pokemon. Tyrantrum came out from his Pokeball and let out a loud roar to show his dominance and power. Tyrantrum used Dark Pulse. Vegeta commanded his T-Rex Pokemon. Arceus dodge and then use Ice Beam, Goku told his legendary Pokemon. Tyrantrum opened his jaws and shot out Dark Pulse as Arceus easily dodged it and used Ice Beam on the T-Rex Pokemon, which was super effective, causing it to stagger a little. Come on, you can do it, Tyrantrum. Don't let that Ice Beam get to you, Vegeta shouted to his Pokemon, who got to his feet and roared all pumped up. Alright then, Arceus, get close and then use Hydro Pump, Goku commanded his Pokemon. Tyrantrum, once Arceus gets close enough, I want you to use Hyper Beam to send it flying, got it? Vegeta told his Pokemon, who nodded in understanding. Once Arceus was in range, it was about to get ready to use Hydro Pump when Tyrantrum dodged it and used a powerful Hyper Beam, which sent the legendary Pokemon flying backwards and made it hit a tree, snapping the tree in two. Arceus, are you okay? Can you still fight? Goku asked his Pokemon, worried about its safety. I'm alright, Goku, but that Hyper Beam hit me at close range and was a direct hit, so I only have enough strength for one last attack. Arceus spoke to Goku in a strained voice as it struggled to get up. Alright then, let's make this last attack count. Use Flamethrower, Goku told his Pokemon with determination. Tyrantrum, use Giga Impact. Let's win this, Vegeta told his Pokemon, who roared in response. Arceus used a powerful Flamethrower attack which hit Tyrantrum, but it didn't do much damage. Tyrantrum smirked and then used Giga Impact, slamming really hard into the legendary Pokemon, knocking it down and out of the battle. The T-Rex Pokemon let out a huge roar of victory as it won the first battle. I finally beat you, Kakarot. Even though it is in a different world, I still managed to beat you, clown. Ha 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 ha. So this is what it feels like to win against you. I like it, Vegeta said triumphantly as he returned Tyrantrum to his Pokeball. It looks like it, Vegeta. It was a good battle and I had fun. Arceus, you did very well and I'm proud of you, Goku said as he comforted his Pokemon and gave it a citrus berry that Clemont gave him and the others. Thank you, Goku, and I had a good time battling against Tyrantrum. It was the first really good battle I've had in a very long time, Arceus replied, sounding pleased to have been able to battle. Goku praised his Pokemon one more time, then returned it to its Pokeball to rest. After the battle with Goku and Vegeta, the others had their battles. Vegeta lost to Gohan, Goten lost to Gohan, Whis lost to Lord Beerus, on purpose, so that the god of destruction can stay in a good mood and not kill everyone or the plane, and Clemont, Ash, and Serena all lost to Lord Beerus. Billy, aka Lord Beerus, is the winner of this small Pokemon tournament. Congratulations to Billy and his Mewtwo, Professor Oak announced as everyone clapped happily, except for Piccolo and Vegeta, who basically sulked in the back. Well then, that was quite interesting, and I had some fun with this, so I'm in a good mood today. I feel like we should all celebrate in Lumia City with a delicious feast, Lord Beerus said as he licked his lips, feeling hungry. It was nice to see you all again. Wish me luck in the Kalos League. Take care, everyone, Ash said as he said goodbye to his mom, friends, and Pokemon. Take care, Ash. I will miss you, Dayla said with tears in her eyes. Alright everyone, next stop Lumia City. Take guys, and it was a pleasure to meet you all and have this small Pokemon tournament, Goku said as he waved goodbye and used instant transmission once everyone was ready. The next moment the group was back in Lumia City feeling tired and hungry, so they went to a nice restaurant to celebrate Lord Beerus's victory. So what do you guys think of this world so far? Ash asked Goku, who had a full mouth of food. Goku swallowed his food and then answered the question. It's a really nice world, I like it here, but I do miss training so I can keep in shape and keep getting stronger, Goku replied to the young Pokemon trainer. Hey, Bulma, do you think you can make a temporary gravity room so that us Saiyans and Peter, aka Piccolo, can train and not have to worry about destroying anything here? Goku asked the blue-haired inventor. Sure, I can, Goku. It will take me about half a day to make, so it will be just like the one back home. Besides, I can tell that Vegeta is also getting a bit annoyed not being able to train either. Bulma explained to the Saiyan, who grinned happily. Thanks, Bulma. Oh boy, I can't wait to get to training again, right Vegeta? We can have our sons train with us so they won't get too soft from lack of training. Goku said excitedly, then went back to eating. As long as we take turns in the temporary gravity room. Trunks and I will go first, and then you and your two sons can go next. Vegeta told the currently excited Saiyan, who just nodded in response due to having food in his mouth yet again. Just promise me you guys won't train so much you will collapse from exhaustion like you normally do. Bulma told her husband, son, and the other four, who just either nodded or grunted in reply. I'll take that as yes, thank you guys. Bulma said with a smile and continued eating her meal. After a while everyone was full and very sleepy from their meals. Bulma paid for everyone's meals, and then they headed to the Pokemon Center to go to bed after saying goodnight to each other. Lumia City was bustling with energy and noise on the day Goku and his group go shopping for new clothes, and afterwards Clemont has planned to take them to his gym to show them what a Pokemon gym is like. Both groups enter a huge mall and go to boutique couture, even though Vegeta and Piccolo were against the idea of new clothes, but quickly changed their minds at the glare they got from Bulma. Alright then, here is how this is going to go. Serena and Bonnie can help Bulma pick out clothes while Ash and I will help out the guys. We should meet back here by the front door when everyone is done shopping. Clemont explained to everyone. Shortly afterwards, a young woman with red hair that was in a ponytail, brown eyes, pink flower earrings, a pink shirt with an EV and all of its evolutions on it, a dark purple skirt with a light purple flower, and dark red shoes with white hearts, came over with a kind smile on her face. Hello there, I'm Maggie and I'm the store's assistant manager. Is there anything I can help you with? Maggie asked both groups nicely. Standing next to her was a man who was looking at Goku's group with a confused look on his face, but quickly tried to hide it with a welcoming smile on his face. He had short blonde hair, blue eyes, a black shirt with an growlite and arcanine on it, light brown pants with dark brown feathers, and black shoes blue circles. Hello everyone and welcome to Boutique Couture. I'm Andrew and I'm the store's manager. I can see that you're not from around here, so please help yourselves to our store's clothes to see what you like. Andrew said as he made a slight bow to welcome them to the store. Hi, my friends here are looking for new clothes while they stay here in Lumia City on vacation. Ash told Maggie and Andrew, who nodded in understanding. Ah, I see. Well then, if it's okay with you, I would be happy to help you with whatever it is you need. Maggie told Bulma. Thank you, that would be very helpful. Is it okay if my friends, Serena and Bonnie, can help as well? Bulma asked the assistant manager. Of course they can help, the more the merrier, I always say. Alright then, right this way please. Maggie replied to the blue-haired scientist inventor. As Maggie was guiding Bulma, Bonnie, and Serena to the women's section of the store, Andrew was left to attend to the guys' needs. Well then, while Maggie is helping your friend find new clothes, I will be assisting the rest of you. If you would please follow me, gentlemen, I will take you upstairs to the men's section. Andrew told the guys. Do you have anything that will fit over our muscles? We work out a lot and we would need clothes that are going to be comfortable while we are working out. Goku aced the store manager. I believe we do, hold on, let me check. Andrew went to a computer, typed something, then came back. It's your lucky day, sir. We just got a huge shipment of exercise clothes which are going to be on the left side down the hall. The fitting rooms are going to be on the first door on the right. If there is anything else you need, I will be right here. Andrew told Goku and the others. Okay, thanks. Alright guys, let's do this in pairs to make this go by faster. Let's see, Gohan and Peter, sorry Goku's sweat dropped, while scratching his head embarrassed that he almost blew Piccolo's cover name, Goten and Trunks, Billy and Walter. Lord Beerus glared at Goku before he could make the same mistake with Piccolo, while Whis just sighed and slightly chuckled, and then that just leaves Vegeta and I. Does everyone understand? Goku explained to his friends and two sons, who all nodded in understanding. Meanwhile with the girls. Oh, I love these dresses. And these skirts are so cute. Oh my, these shoes are just to die for. Bulma shouted excitedly like a kid in a candy store. Bonnie, Serena, and Maggie simply giggled and smiled at Bulma's excitement. I can see that it's been a while since you last went shopping, am I correct, Miss Bulma? Maggie asked the currently hyper Bulma. Yes, it has been a very long time. I've almost forgotten what's it like to go shopping. Oh, how I've missed this feeling. Bulma replied with a look of longing and then went back to squealing with glee. Back to the guys. Hey Goten, check this out. Trunks said, wearing a pair of goofy-looking hats and glasses. The younger half-Saiyan chuckled and laughed. Wow, Trunks. You look silly. Goten replied while trying to contain his laughter, then went to find something to try on. This is so humiliating, having to wear human clothes in a different dimension. Piccolo grumbled as he put on the clothes Gohan picked out for him, since he had no idea what to look for. It's not all that bad, Piccolo, besides the store has some really good-looking clothes, and it has a bit of everything here. Gohan replied to the grumpy Namekian. According to this paper that Ms. Bulma gave me, we are to find at least several pairs of shirts, pants, and socks. Whis told the god of destruction. I just want to find something that is comfortable and that I like it, or I will have to destroy this place. Lord Beerus said while looking at some shirts. Hey Vegeta. Look at this shirt. It has this funny-looking monkey thing. Goku said as he showed the Prince of all Saiyans the shirt with a monkey imprint on it. HMPH, it's nothing compared to the giant grade ape we Saiyans can transform into on the full moon, as long as we have our tails. I really hate having to do this, but I'm only doing this for Bulma's sake, and so she won't glare at me. Vegeta said with his arms crossed. Several hours later, everyone has finished their shopping and are heading to the Lumia City gym in their new clothes. Goku's wearing an orange shirt with dark blue and black flames, blue pants with orange lines on each side, and black shoes with dark blue underneath. Vegeta's wearing a light blue shirt with a white and yellow trim, white pants with light blue pockets, and white shoes with yellow underneath. Bulma's wearing a pink shirt with a purple flower, purple shorts with pink flowers, and light red shoes. Gohan's wearing a light green shirt, black pants with some green, and brown shoes with black underneath. Goten's wearing a light blue Hawaiian shirt with white flowers, navy blue pants, and orange shoes. Trunks is wearing a black shirt with red words that says, "Too cool for school," tan pants, and red shoes. Piccolo's wearing a dark purple shirt with Rayquaza on it, to represent Shenron, green pants with some white, and tan shoes. Lord Beerus is wearing a light purple shirt with every cat Pokemon, surrounded by several cups of pudding on it, black pants with some white, red, and yellow, and brown shoes with black on the sides. Whis is wearing a light blue and light green shirt with a strawberry sundae on it, red pants, and black shoes. Goku and his group are just staring with their jaws dropped at the sight of the tall tower known as the Lumia City Gym, with its many bright lights, and the gym symbol shining proudly for young Pokemon trainers to come in and try to earn their gym badge. Clemon chuckles at the sight before speaking. Well, if you're all done gawking at my gym, then let's go ahead and go inside. I've got a surprise for you all. Clemon tells the stunned-looking group. Come on you guys. Let's go inside. Bonnie says impatiently, waving her arms as Deden climbs onto her head and waves its tiny arms frantically to mimic its friend. Take it easy, Bonnie, they've never seen anything like this before, so it's perfectly fine with me. Clemon says as he tries to calm his little sister down. Oh, alright, fine. Bonnie replies with a pout while Deden decides to sit on her shoulder. A few moments later and everyone is inside the Lumia City gym. Clemont explains what his gym does and what type of Pokemon he uses for his gym. He also explains that if a Pokemon trainer gets all 8 gym badges, they can go into the Pokemon League and try to become the Pokemon champion. Once he's done explaining everything, he has Clembid and himself have a Pokemon battle to show what a gym battle is like with a gym leader. About an hour or so later the battle ends and Clemont is the winner. Wow, that was very impressive, Clemont. I enjoyed watching your battle. Bulma tells the blonde gym leader. Well, thank you, Bulma. I actually have been learning quite a bit from watching Ash battle, since his battle style is always different. Clemont replies with a smile. Watching that battle made me very hungry and I'm starving. I haven't eaten since lunch. Goku counts on his fingers with a thinking look on his face, which was several hours ago. Goku says with puppy eyes and holding his stomach wanting food. Kakarot, you are such a fool. All you think about is food soon after watching a Pokemon battle. Vegeta slightly scolds the younger Saiyan, who chuckles. I'm actually pretty hungry myself, but I will never admit it out loud. Vegeta thought to himself. Sorry, but I can't help it. Now then, let's go and head back to the Pokemon Center and eat some dinner, because if I have to wait any longer I might just faint from hunger. Goku says jokingly, making everyone laugh or grin. They make it back to the Pokemon Center and eat their dinner. Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks have a food eating contest. Goku and Vegeta end up in a tie with several stacks of empty plates surrounding them. Goten and Trunks pass out shortly afterward, so Gohan carries Goten to their room, while Bulma carries Trunks to their room. Lord Beerus and Whis are enjoying the pudding cups, sundaes, and many more desserts after eating their meals. Once everyone had their fill and all of their Pokemon had their fill, Goku's Arceus had to eat outside since it's so huge. They returned their Pokemon back to their Pokeballs, said goodnight, and went to bed as the glow of the moonlight filled their rooms through the windows. As everyone is asleep, a certain god of destruction and his attendant are sitting on the roof of the Pokemon Center watching the full moon. They are able to see each other in their true forms, while others can only see them in their temporary human disguises. Hey Whis, I just realized that we have been in this world for 3 weeks, and the only thing I've been able to destroy are trees. Lord Beerus said with a yawn while swishing his tail around. Don't worry Lord Beerus, we will be back home before you know it. It's just 1 more week until Ms. Bulma's dimensional portal is fully charged and ready to take us back to our dimension. Whis replies to the god of destruction while looking into his staff to check the date. Well, I'm starting to. Lord Beerus pauses to let out a huge yawn and rubs his eyes sleepily. Get very sleepy Whis. I'm going to head back to our room. Lord Beerus says as he gets up and stretches, then takes 2 steps and falls asleep. Whis sighs and then levitates the god of destruction with his staff to their room, puts him on his bed, then goes to his own bed, makes his staff disappear and falls asleep. It has been a whole month since Goku and his friends came to the Pokemon world, and Bulma's dimensional portal is fully charged and ready to be used again to take the group back to their own world. Goku's group and Ash's group went back to Paradise Forest so that Goku's group can release their Pokemon back into the wild, and then later they went to a desert so that Goku's group can go back to their world. Bulma was setting up her dimensional portal while everyone was talking. Goku and his friends had changed back to their normal clothes, much to their relief. I can't believe it's been a whole month already, Bonnie said while watching Bulma set up the dimensional portal. I know, it feels like it's only been a few days. Time flies when you have fun, but I wish it would go faster when I'm bored or when my mom is yelling at me for something. Gohan said, thinking of his mother Kai Kai. You're telling me Gohan? Your mother sure can get scary when she's mad. I wonder who would be worse though, Kai Kai or Bulma? Because they both can get pretty scary when they're mad, Goku said while holding his chin and looking up in thought. Just as Goku was thinking who would be scarier, a certain blue-haired scientist walked up behind him with a glare on her face. Sensing Bulma's Kai behind him, he turned around only to gulp in fear and hide behind Vegeta in case she planned to slap his face. Everyone laughed at the scene except for Vegeta, who was getting annoyed. Kakarot, you clown, stop using me as a shield from Bulma, Vegeta yelled at the currently nervous Saiyan behind him. But Vegeta, your wife scares me when she glares at me like that. Besides, I don't want her to slap my face, Goku replied to the Prince of all Saiyans with a slight whine in his voice. HMPH, too bad Kakarot, because you are going to face her like a true warrior, Vegeta said as he grabbed the back of Goku's shirt and shoved him towards Bulma, who was still glaring. I will never admit this to anyone, but I too fear my own wife when she gets mad, Vegeta thought to himself. Hey there Bulma. Please don't be mad at me, Goku said as he hid behind his hands trying to protect his face for any slaps from Bulma. You think that Kai Kai can be scary when she gets mad? Well then mister, you have another thing coming. I know it was you who ate all of my food while I was in the bathroom to wash my hands from working on something for Clemont, Bulma yelled at Goku, who was trying to think of a way to get out of this. Eek. I'm sorry Bulma. I was still hungry and I saw your food just sitting there waiting to be eaten. Please don't slap me. I won't do it again, Goku cried out using puppy eyes trying to plead for mercy from the angry blue-haired woman. Ugh. I hate it when you use the puppy eyes on me, Goku, because I get that a lot from Trunks when he tries to beg his way out of trouble, Bulma said as she glanced at Trunks, who gave a sheepish grin and scratching the back of his head. Bulma then slapped Goku across his face hard enough to knock him backwards, causing the others to laugh and chuckle. Goku got up rubbing his sore face with a slight pout, then ate a senzu bean, and the pain went away. He was grateful that Bulma made a capsule with unlimited amounts of senzu beans, just in case something happened. Hey Bulma, how long before you are done setting up the dimensional portal for us to go back home? Gohan asked the blue-haired woman. Well, it's just about ready, Gohan, so we should be all set to go. Bulma replied to the young half-Saiyan. Alright, thanks Bulma, I can't wait to see Videl and everyone else again. Gohan said with a smile on his face. Bulma then pushed a button, and the dimensional portal came to life, but before anyone could get into position to leave, it was making weird sounds and lights. Then suddenly a huge shadowy figure came out of the dimensional portal and stood up straight, then faced the two very shocked, confused, and nervous groups. No. It can't be him. It's impossible. This doesn't make any sense. Gohan said, clearly nervous. This isn't good at all. This world can't handle someone like him. Krillin said, stepping backwards in shock. Who is that, Goku? Ash asked Goku, who was glaring at the tall figure. He is the strongest Saiyan in existence, known as the legendary Super Saiyan, and is known to destroy planets and entire galaxies with ease. His name is Broly. Goku replied to Ash, who now looks very fearful. Kakarot. Broly shouted out very loudly. Ash, Serena, and Clemont, we normally don't include others who can't fight in our battles, but we will need everyone's help to defeat Broly. Can I count on the three of you to help? Goku asked the three kids, who nodded yes. We will do whatever we can to help save our world, Goku. Ash replied to the Saiyan. Bonnie, will you go with Bulma and hide somewhere safe? I don't want you to get hurt, alright? Clemont asked his younger sister, who was near tears. Alright big brother, I will go with her, but please be careful and kick that big bully's butt. Bonnie said, hugging her older brother. I will, little sister, now go and hide with Bulma. Clemont told the small girl, who nodded and went off to find Bulma and hide somewhere safe. Okay, before we fight we need to show you three something that we have been hiding to protect others from freaking out. Goku said, and then as if on cue, Piccolo, Lord Beerus, and Whis took off their disguises to reveal their true forms to Ash, Serena, and Clemont. My real name is Piccolo, and I'm known as an Namekian, which is kin to like slugmen. Piccolo said as he took off his turban and cape to reveal his pointy ears and antenna. I am the god of destruction, Lord Beerus, and I can get mad very easily, which is why it is best to not make me mad, because if I do then I will destroy the one who made me mad and the planet they live on. Lord Beerus said, swishing his tail around and yawning. I'm Whis and I am the teacher and caretaker of the god of destruction. I can turn back time but only 3 minutes into the past, and I'm the fastest being in the 7th universe, which is where we all come from. Whis said while holding his staff and bowed slightly. That's incredible. I'm friends with different species from a different dimension and different worlds. Ash said with wide eyes. Alright then, now that you know our true forms, I think it's safe to show you three a technique called fusion. Goten, Trunks, you two fuse and become Gotenks. Goku, Vegeta, you two need to fuse as well and become Vegito. As for you three, let out all of your Pokemon. We will need as much strength as we can get to beat Broly. Piccolo explained the plan to everyone. Fusion ha! Goten and Trunks say at the same time and fuse into Gotenks. Yeah. Now we're talking. That big dummy is going down now that the Grim Reaper of Justice is here to save the day. Gotenks said with a smirk as he went Super Saiyan 3. HMPH. I don't like the idea of fusion, especially since I have to fuse with Kakarot. I'm only doing this to help save this world, got it? Vegeta said with a grumpy voice. We got it Vegeta, now come on, and let's fuse. Broly has to be defeated. Goku said, feeling slightly impatient. Fusion ha! Goku and Vegeta said at the same time and fuse into Gogeta. Alright. Prepare yourself Broly, because now you have to face me. Gogeta said, feeling pumped up and ready to fight as he went Super Saiyan 2. Gotenks, Gogeta, Piccolo, Krillin, Gohan, Lord Beerus, and Whis all charged at Broly, punching, kicking, and firing energy blasts at him, while Ash, Serena, and Clemont sent out their Pokemon to help out the fight. Broly blocked everyone's attacks easily and knocking them all back with a swipe of his arm, while shouting Kakarot. Every so often. Gotenks then jumped on Broly's head, grabbing his hair and pulling on it to distract him. Hey! Broccoli! You smell like a butt. Gotenks taunted Broly, which made him even more angry. Die. Broly yelled at Gotenks, while Gogeta used a big bang Kamehameha on him, seconds after Gotenks got out of the way in time. Once the smoke was starting to clear, Piccolo fired his special beam cannon at the legendary Super Saiyan before he could get a chance to recover. Gotenks used his Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, and then Krillin used his Destructo Disc several times to cut up Broly, which managed to weaken him a bit. Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 and used Kamehameha, as Lord Beerus used a small enough energy blast that was still powerful enough to damage Broly without having to worry about destroying the Pokemon world, and Whis used some kind of a whirlwind attack that got Broly all dizzy and dazed. Ash told Pikachu to use Thunderbolt, Talonflam to use Brave Bird, Frogadier to use Aerial Ace, and Hawlucha to use Karate Chop. Serena told Braixen to use Flamethrower and Pancham to use Dark Pulse. Clemon told Luxray to use Discharge, Cheespin to use Pin Missile, and Benelby to use Mud Shot. With all the combined attacks hitting the legendary Super Saiyan at the same time caused him to fall down unable to move, then Gotenks and Vegeta combined their attacks to finish off Broly once and for all, which disintegrated Broly. Gotenks and Vegeta then unfused and became themselves again. Everyone cheered and were all happy to defeat Broly for good. Bonnie and Bulma then came out from their hiding spot. That was incredible and totally amazing. I will never forget this moment for the rest of my life. Ash said, feeling excited and tired. Thank you all for your help in the defeat of Broly. Goku said with a smile and gave a thumbs up. Cool. Billy is a purple cat. Bonnie said, giggling. Little girl, my name is Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. Billy was my cover name. Lord Beerus told the young girl, who went wide-eyed. Whis quickly explained to Bonnie what they are and their real names, much to her shock, but she quickly got over it. Hey Goku, can you take us back to Anistar City? That way we won't have to worry about having to go back there the long way. Clemont asked the Saiyan. Sure thing, Clemont, I will use my instant transmission to take you there. Goku replied to the blonde boy. Once everyone said their goodbyes and thanking each other for a good time, Goku used his instant transmission to take Ash and his friends back to Anistar City. The next moment Goku returns with a picture frame of both groups and everyone's Pokemon. Clemont gave this to me to remember them and the time we spent here. Goku told his group. When we get back home I will make several copies of this so that everyone can have a copy of this picture. Bulma told Goku, who smiled happily. With one last good look at the Pokemon world, Bulma pushed a button and they all went back to their world to tell their friends and family everything that happened. The end. Thanks for watching.